Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Okay, so I've got things I want to read on. 3 things. The week ahead, I want to look at a little bit of this doggy stuff. And that's so bad. What a bad reference to dogs. But looking at, the president's, and I'm saying that plural, the F Elon, felon, and then the felon 45. Why do they have both felon names on them? Asking for a friend, not me, just asking for a friend. So I want to look at, there's a couple things, FAA, that just scares the heck out of me. I had a trip planned, and airline trip, and I'm just like, hell no, I don't think I want to go. I'm like, but I don't know. That's between me and up here. I don't want to be doing things based on fear, but that scares the shit out of me. Said that in an accent. Who cares? IRS data and Social Security. So I want to look at the Social Security. I said this before and I caught a lot of crap on it, that the government has all of our data. It gets hacked numerous times. I've been hacked numerous times. It's, I don't know. I really don't know what to do about that, except the thing that I would do is I would make sure I have copies, PDF copies. I'm just going to go into my bank accounts, into my retirement account, and create copies of this data and put it on my thumb drive, hard drive, print it up, however you want to do it. I think I'm going to probably do it on an external thumb drive, so it's just my financial data. I don't know if that'll work. I don't know. It's something better than nothing, but then you gotta, I don't know. I'm saying I don't know a lot because I don't know a lot, it seems like. But I did have an issue with American Airlines, and that got resolved relatively quickly. So, and I had an issue with my insurance company. That got resolved relatively quickly. So there's things that are going on that can happen pretty seamlessly as they're supposed to. And I think that we need to just really focus on having that seamless working process, that things work seamlessly versus the chaos that is apparently being reported right now. So I want to look at the Social Security. This guy that is now the acting commissioner, Leland Dudek, if I pronounced his name correctly. But the thing that popped during this news is the U.S. and Russia are negotiating a peace deal for Ukraine. And Zelensky's going, what? I'm not involved in the peacekeeping? In the negotiations? What the heck? What the heck is that? And I'm thinking, who are we the boss of them? It's like, didn't Pumpkinhead say we need to get out of being the policeman of the world? Why are we being the policeman of the world here? And one of the sticking points is that the U.S., is saying Ukraine needs new elections. And I went, whoa, yeah. I think something's going to open up there. I think. All right, let's do a week ahead. Let's do the energy for the week ahead. And I want to do this two different ways. So I want to do this one, the higher vibe spiritual way, and then I'll pull some cards on what we can expect and see if it gets into the political aspect, if it gets into an ET aspect. What do we want to put our lens on? What do we want to put our focus on? Solutions, fear, galactic beings. And in that galactic being, I include angels in with that. What do we want to focus on spiritually? Higher vibe thing. If we can rise up from the level of the 3D muck, what do we want to look at from above? Not absorbing, just looking at it and going, look at that ass show. Ah, yeah. I was talking to somebody. No, I'll get into it in a minute. Okay, so spiritually, what do we want to talk about spiritually? What is the week? What is the message? Okay. Oracle, wait for important information. Okay. I dropped back into the muck. So we're going to see what the other card has to say about that. But wait for important information. What important information could we be receiving? Dropping into the muck, I'm going Zelensky, Ukraine, new elections. They're going to find out how Musk mucked with. It's funny. The elections, our elections. I'm like, oh. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Psychic Duck is very spiritual. Very spiritual. And this is not a mud duck. Very beautiful, but not a mud duck. This is a psychic duck. So Psychic Duck voted. Psychic Duck is a little quiet right now because they are incubating the vote that she placed. This may come to light. Wait for important information. Okay, let's rise above the muck. Let's see what else we get with this to give us a clue as to where we're going here. Oh my gosh. Peacekeeper, White Buffalo. This appears to be Calf Woman. She holds the sacred pipe. Let go of the need to be right. To me, when I hear this, it's like, let go of the need to be judgy. You are wrong. You are a bad person. And it's not the person, it's the action. And that gets into a whole nother battle in my head as to, it just gets into another battle. All right, let's keep going. And the next card we get, thank you, be the light. Get out of the muck, stay in the light, stay positive, let go of the need to have a right, to have your point of view right, and wait for this important information. You guys can interpret these cards any way that you want. To me, it is this time that we're in for me, is such an eye-opening time. We can think that that this is all evil and horrible and just messed up, but so many people now are in agreement. Yes, we do need change in the government. Yes, we do need safeguards. This is the way that I look at this through my lens. I'm dealing with a huge rat issue in my van. They were eating my engine wires. That cost $3,000. Then I found them inside the van, and I'm like, oh, for God's sakes. So no damage in there except a little rat poop, mice poop. And so now I have to go into the van and figure out how they're getting in there. And I'm gonna put some steel wool in the little holes, because, I mean, who likes to eat steel wool? It hurts. So I'm going to cram some steel wool in there and, use some stinky oils, essential oil spray and stuff like that. So you don't need to send me anything on it. I've been researching this for weeks. So I got all I can use. Trust me. And thank you for those who have sent me stuff. But this, we are seeing the huge holes that these people can access that are opening up our eyes to what we need fixed. Yeah, it's going to cost us. But I think it feels like we are going to get through this and come out on the other side a little better. So the deck that I was using just then was my Angels and Ancestors deck. So beautiful. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to use Rider-Waite. I have no box for that, just a bag. Let's just take a look at what is going on the week ahead. What does the week ahead have to show us? And I'm just going to leave it open. It's going to be politically, financially. Did you see that Sheryl Crow owns a Tesla? Well, not anymore. She sold it and gave the money to NPR because she said NPR is giving us the news that we need if we have the courage to watch it. I'm like, okay, all right then. I thought Psychic Duck gave me the news if I had the courage to listen. Ooh, we got kitty cats outside by my van. Yes. Yes. Mice don't think it's a yes, but I do. Okay. And certain psychics are giving us the right news too, if we're able to listen to it. And a lot of people on my channel, that's the only one I can speak for, they go, "You're wrong." In my head, I go, "You're judgy." If we let go of the need to be right, then wouldn't we let go of the need to say somebody's wrong? Okay, let's go. 14 minutes of babble. I think I'll learn a new language, babble. Okay. No plug there. No, I'm getting so many plugs. Hey, would you do this product with this? And somebody was going to be offering me little headsets, and I'm like, ooh, I could use a headset. I still haven't pushed that reply button. Okay, what's going on? The week in advance. The week in advance. Damn, I'm going to have to timestamp this again. Week in advance. Takes a lot of time. A lot of time. Week in advance. Not in advance, the week ahead. The week in advance. JD Vance? Week in advance. The week ahead. We have a calming energy, a very mature man. What is this calming energy? In the past, in the week in the past, this was my Joe Biden card. Ah, those days. Those days of calm and peace. When work was being done and we really didn't know. It was just kind of boring. Oh, he would do, the CHIPS Act. And the Republicans would push back a little bit. Yeah. Can't do anything about it. We got it done. The Build Back Better. Oh, yeah, we're building our infrastructure. We're doing this. Oh, yeah, we're adding things to the government that may benefit people. Ah, it's so comforting. Versus Doge. It's being crossed by the Steel. 7 of Swords. Thief in the night, sneaking into camp, taking somebody's defense, still leaving somebody. But this is also the Steel. What Steel? What Steel, Joe Biden? At the base of the reading, the 9 of Cups, the Wish card. Okay, there's also a Greedy Merchant card, but I got everything, man. It's cool. It's all good. In the past, as it relates to this week ahead, is the battles, is the defense, is the defending oneself. Well, where was the defense? That's what I want to know. Where was the dang defense on our election security? They were all saying, oh, our elections are safe. Yeah, bull. Bull. Just bull. I wonder, did they know that this was going to happen? Interesting. At the top of the reading, we have King of Swords. A lot of legal actions going on. A lot of things. Just slight. And this could be this could be Doge, slicing and dicing. But I don't think so. This is normally a legal. It's a thoughtful king. It's not. I would think that the Doge actions are so impulsive and not thought out that it would be more of a page energy. But anyway, this King of Swords, legal ramifications coming forward for the government. Let me drop this down so you can see as I go, and maybe I'll get a little clearer on the focus. And maybe not. Okay. The Hierophant, internally, we have the Knight of Cups. A messenger coming forward with some new information, and it's good information. It's calming information. We get to celebrate. We get to celebrate something this week. We have the Queen of Swords in the hopes and fears. What is this female legal thing coming forward? Somebody very clear, very decisive, very precise, and it's like you have two choices. You can do this or you can do that. This is the easy choice, as you can see with her hand. And then you can take the other hand, but that's got a sword in it. And in some of my decks, it's like, off with your heads. And the final outcome is the sun, is the full illumination. Clarified with strength, and going back to a simpler time, the Six of Cups. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. So, politically, we may get some new news about this deal, about Joe Biden's, maybe he's still working the scenes in the background. You know, Psychic Duck certainly thinks that that could be a possibility. Do you have anything you want to say? Oh yeah, time to talk. Okay, what do you have to say? Well, I voted. Kamala Harris, POTUS, the Lotus. That's all I want to say. See ya. Okay. You know, there is no unwavering with the duck. The duck is like, you can always count on her, them. All right. Nothing ruffles that duck's feathers. So, politically speaking, we can see some new information coming from the Steel. Legal information. The interesting thing with this spread is that's the only Wands card. Defending yourself in the past against some information that's coming out. We have a lot of swords. Swords, sword, sword. A lot of cups. Cup, 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 cup. Cup. A lot of emotional, and it's not rough emotion. It's not rough emotion. Didn't I have the Six of Swords moving on to calmer waters? I guess not. All right, at the base of the reading. Ooh. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Tower moment. Yikes. We have my Democratic card. We have the Five of Pentacles, the loss. And then we have the Star of Hope. I could keep going with this, but I decided to just turn it over, but I'll just show you the bottom. We also have magic. So this week, as we are going into it, has nothing, I mean, it all seems up in the front of the cards, that it's going to be good, it's going to be calm. We have celebration. We have the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. We have, we're going to need strength with this illumination as we go back to a simpler time. So this reading may go, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be easy. Yeah. The Karmic Wheel of Fortune, it's a Tower moment. It's a joyous democratic moment. It's a loss moment. It's the Star of Hope moment. It's a yo-yo spread, even though it looks like it's not. Okay? All right, all right, all right. Thank you for that. All right, let's take a look at some of these other things that I pulled on. There's just so much to read on, and I can't read on all of it, especially if I keep rambling like I do. Let's look at Social Security. Michelle King left the agency over the weekend after more than 30 years of service. She was, so that was after King refused to provide Doge staffers at the Social Security Administration with access to sensitive information. So the White House has replaced her with Leland Dudek, who currently works at the Social Security Administration. Let's just see what that's all about. Leland. Let's just do 6 cards with Leland. I think about the IRS too. They got into the IRS, and I'm going, do I need to pay taxes? I mean, I pay, yeah, tax laws need to be rewritten. People need to pay their fair shares. we are probably paying more than the billionaires, of which I know we are. And, but, I pay estimated taxes in, and I overpay. Am I going to get any of that back? Why am I paying taxes this time around? Dilemma. Lena was talking about that. She's in Australia, so. But I don't know. It takes a smarter mind than me. I know. We can ask Psychic Duck, but no. Let's look at Leland. Leland Dudek. Talk to me. How are you going to be running this administration? How are you going to run it? I keep thinking, we're not going to touch Social Security. Pfft. Ha. Yikes. Moon card. Let me drop it down so I can stay focused. Focus. Moon being challenged by the Nine of Wands. This is like a really, the guy's still standing. Social Security is still there, but it takes a beating. There's a lot of restriction, a lot of information, a lot of, it feels like it. With this Moon card, secrets coming out, it's going to be a little challenging. We have movement, the Chariot. We have the King of Wands in the past as it relates to this. Okay, King of Wands. We have new information coming very quick with the Eight of Wands. And we have a new project, something new coming up. All right. I want to look at what this information is. These two things, these two cards. We have one pentacle. We didn't get like 5 pentacles, which would be loss. We didn't get the Tower moment. We just got this Moon card that is secrets coming out. So what is it with this Eight of Wands card and this Nine of Wands card? Why are these so as I was thinking this, these are the guardrails, and it's getting kind of beat up, but it's still standing. The guardrails are still standing, and this Eight of Wands is lawsuits coming fast and furious over this dark and secret yucky stuff coming out of the water. What is this Eight of Wands and Nine of Wands? Does it need to be clarified any more than that? And I do want to know who the King of Wands is in the past. What's up with this Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands? Did I get it right? Guardrails are in place. New lawsuits coming, fast and furious. That one. The Empress. Giving birth to something new. And I know a lot of times this will be my Russia card, but I don't think so. I think there's going to be a new way to look at some things in the Social Security. Here's the Pentacles. They are still juggling things on how to get a hold of their finances. Because, I mean, let's take a look at this. If Social Security runs out of money, I mean, they're going to need to juggle things with this Two of Pentacles here. Then again, if the billionaires paid their fair share, it wouldn't be so bad. There is a decision that's going to be made that is going to come bring things to light. A new start, slow-moving Knight of Pentacles. Things are going to come together. Yes. And it's going to take a lot of work. Interesting that I got 2 cards that in other situations would be Russian influence cards. I wonder if that has a play in it. And again, it takes a higher knowledge base than mine on Social Security. Maybe you guys know. Is there a Russia connection to Social Security? Is there? Well, let's just ask real quick. And then I'm going to be kind of done with this because I think we're good. I think we're good. Is there a Russian connection? Is there a Russian? Oh, don't tell me I... No, I didn't. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Russian connection. I'm using my Deviant Moon Tarot. Is there a Russian connection with Social Security? With the disbursement of Social Security? Is there a Russian connection? Yeah, I hear Project 2025. That's what I hear. Is there a Russian connection? Star, illumination, balance, hope. Queen of Swords. Interesting. I like that. So this Queen of Swords, remember when I said the last Queen of Swords, she had a hand out saying, we can do this one or two ways. We can do it the easy way or we can do it the hard way. This Queen, there's no easy way. You can take this sword, you can take that sword. What do you want? Someone's not playing games. And I think it's our legal system on here. The government. Is there a Russian connection? Is there a Russian connection? Does Russia have like a North Star in it or something? Let's keep going. I'm just going to drop it down here into shuffle again because I'm not getting clear. Does this have a Russian connection? Is there a Russian connection? King of Wands. A lot of times this is my NATO card. Ooh, strength. Someone's taking a look into something about this. Oh my gosh. Death card. Yes, death card? What's going on here? What is going on here? All right, I don't know what's going on. Star of Hope, Queen of Swords, the Hierophant, really powerful cards. And look at all the major arcanas here. So if I was doing this as a personal reading, I would be going, you got some big stuff coming up. You got some huge stuff coming up. Is Russia involved in one of our cornerstones of the government? And that would be a yes card. But there's legal things in the government from powerful information that is going to require strength, and it's going to be the end of something and a rebirth of something. Let's just see. Can we get any more clarity on what is going on with this Russia involved in Social Security? I got to look at Russia and the star. Hang on, I'm going to pause. Okay, from Google, which you can take as true or false, because, I mean, if you look at Google, there's a lot of false things going on there. Just look at, you know, the Gulf of Mexico. I tried to switch apps to MapQuest for a trip, and it was challenging. But dang, Google, come on now. Anyway, what does the star mean in Russia? In Soviet heraldry? What the heck is that? The red star symbolizes the Red Army and the military service, as opposed to the hammer and sickle, which is symbolized peaceful labor. Military, maybe? The military is involved with our Social Security? Either way, it's going to be a death and a rebirth. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more information. Can we get some clarity on what this spread means with Russia in our Social Security? Hard work, magic, look over there, and the Lovers. Dang it, I'm illusion, Seven of Cups, illusion, delusion. That's what I'm feeling with this. I'm like, you need to stop. You're not getting any clear answers here. Tower moment, death, tower, yikes. And again, look at all the majors here. King of Cups. Calming energy coming. Calming energy coming. I mean, remember in the past, when we weren't worried about Social Security, we weren't worried about our safety net. I don't think we need to be worried about it, but it is going to change a little bit. Let's just look. Do we need to be worried about Social Security? Do we need to worry about losing a payment, missing a payment on Social Security? I really feel like I'm going to not get my tax refund in time. That's going to be delayed. I'll look at that maybe later, not today. Do we need to be worried about missing a Social Security payment? Oh, would the S hit the fan then? Do we need to worry about it? Oh. We have the Hermit. He doesn't look very happy. He is shining a light on something. Ooh, the steel, going in and stealing something. Oh, yeah. The Death card. Yeah, I would really. So, looking at this in positive light, there's a new beginning with this. This is ending. We're going to get something new coming in. Is this steel ending? Is that going to be stopped? I hear yes. New beginning. Moving on to calmer waters. Thank you. A new project coming in. And it's going to come fast. I love this. It's going to come fast, and it's got the rainbow of it over it. There is no rainbow in Republican MAGA circles. So, do what you can to be a little conservative. Change is never easy, especially with people who have long gray hair. Who would that be? Okay, side note. Come on, lift up. Side note. Change was never easy for me anytime. I am not, let's go do something. I am in a way, but then in another way, I am not. All right. Social Security. Don't be going out and buying a new Tesla truck. Just hold off for a little bit. I know some of you guys are going, but they look so ugly. Okay, what else? This is, did I talk about AI? So a friend of mine works for, he's an old neighbor of mine that was in Burbank. And he works in AI. And I'm like, really? And so we're bantering back and forth a little bit. And I asked him, I said, is there any chance that AI can help solve this political craziness that we're in right now? And he goes, well, there is a machine. And I talked about the DeepMind AI. I asked him, what do you think about that? Because he is working for a competitor. And he said, well, different AI algorithms are used for different things. So it's a tool. You have a hammer, you have a screwdriver. What tool do you need? And so I asked him, well, is any of these AI tools, would they help with these negotiations and how to get both of us, all of us together on the same page? And he goes, yeah, there is a DeepMind Habermas machine. And I went, a Habermas? What? Habermas? Haber? I mean, isn't... So I'm looking at this, I'm going, what does that mean? Habermas. And I go, is that Spanish? No, that's hablamos is, but it's kind of really close. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then he goes into it a little bit more, and he goes, this Habermas machine for discussion including politics to help make democratic decision. And then he goes, based on the chinchilla language model. And now I'm thinking, why don't you guys just talk English? What really? Chinchilla language? I mean, it could be the Spanish language. It can be, but the hablamos language? Chinchilla language. And I'm thinking to myself, I got rats. I got rodents. So I'm not like fond of them right now. They're like giving me a little hard time. I'm thinking, why wouldn't it be the elephant language? The elephant language, more matriarchal, more kind and gentler, never forgetting. Anyway, and then he goes, but I'm not sure it'll work for this because it feels like we are in a business versus a country. I go, oh, okay. So we're going to need another model. Cray. Let's go into, yikes, negotiating with Russia. U.S. going into negotiations with Russia, not Ukraine, to solve the war of Ukraine and Russia. Did they just step in it? He who smelt it. Y'all know, what, really? Okay. What is so about Ukraine, the U.S. demanding, no, what is so about Ukraine holding elections? What information can we expect out of that threat that for there to be peace, Ukraine has to have an election. Now, Poland has already, I think it was Poland, annulled their election. And one of Pumpkinhead's mouths, talking points, was, oh yeah, you know, they're not trusting the election. I'm like, oh, jeez. What do we need to know about U.S. forcing Ukraine to have an election? Let me drop this down. What do we need to know? Using my BLUESKY deck, what do we need to know about the U.S.? Because what I'm hearing is that this is going to be another time that they're going to show election interference, show how Musk interfered. And I'm so happy that certain psychics are still on this same path. I mean, it feels like it's so far removed right now. Psychic Duck. Have hope. Have faith. I did not throw my vote away, but it's upside down. Okay. Right now it's upside down, but soon it'll be right side up. Okay, thank you, Psychic Duck. Very ominous voice for Psychic Duck. What do we need to know about the U.S. forcing Ukraine? Oh, Queen of Pentacles. The last time I got Kamala Harris, I go, is she now the Queen of Pentacles? And I know people will say, you're pulling at straws, Danny. Well, yeah, I am. I like straws. And I don't like them plastic, by the way. So the Queen of Pentacles will restore abundance, will restore aid like U.S. aid and things like that. That's why I went with that. Let's just see if we get clear information on who this Queen of Pentacles is. New information. What is so about the U.S. forcing Ukraine to have elections? The Knave of Chalices, new information coming from an unexpected source. She's standing in calm, healing waters. Not a duck, but a swan. At the base of the reading is the Three of Pentacles. This could be the Russian influence, the heartbreak in the past with the Three of Swords, and judgment up at the top. A releasing of information. And I know, in the very beginning I said, no judgment. Let go of being right. This is just a releasing of information. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just information. Okay, it's just your life review. They don't know what they're doing they don't know what they're opening up when they start this election process. They have no clue what they're going to find. They're off on the fool's journey, almost walking off a cliff. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what kind of can of whoop-ass they're opening up. Internally, the sword of truth, new, clear information. It is going right through the king's crown. Now, normally in the U.S. there is no king, but these days there is a king. So he acts. Externally, there's a balance of information that is going to be needed. It's going to be a little rough and rocky. Hopes and fears that we can retain our abundance, and the final outcome, we have the Queen of Wands. If it was the King of Wands, it would have been NATO. If it was the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands. And again, this is a single cat lady. Well, she may not be single. What does she have? What is this Queen of Wands? You know, it's powerful information coming. It's coming from an authority. It's not coming from somebody weak. It's powerful, powerful information that is bringing calm with a flower. So it's bringing peace. It's allowing us to walk away from sorrow. Excuse me. And it's fast action. Okay. They don't know what they're opening up with this. Let's look at the base of the reading. Secrets being revealed with the High Priestess. The ending of one cycle, the beginning of another. Having to be part of the steel and bringing forth a young, new, balanced way to look at things. We have the King of Pentacles. Someone needs to make a big decision, and there is movement. The Page, the Chariot. This is not so this card, this Two of Swords, is like, you need to make a decision. This card says it's going to happen. The decision's going to be made. And it's about the King of Pentacles. This big, wealthy king. The balance of the young energy is coming forward in this. Again, it's not like the underlying energy is more rocky, is more back and forth than this one, although this one does have a little bit of movement to it with the Two of Pentacles, with the Fool card. Okay, you guys, okay, hang on, stay in the light. Don't get trapped in fear. Things are going to be okay, and I hear you. I'm hearing you, some of you right now, with the Social Security thing, you know, but I depend on that. I depend on it. Yeah, we're shifting gears. In the shifting of gears, sometimes you need to, and you Detroitish people know, sometimes you need to double clutch. You need to like massage that gear shift when we get into gears. Once we're in gear, off and rolling. But right now we're trying to find the gear for all you gearheads. All right. Want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Psychic Duck says quack. All right. Peace and love.